Hey Leos, happy April, happy mid-April. Okay. You guys have some pent up feelings. I'm not really sure you're expressing them. It might just be that you're being that very strong Leo type. I'm not sure. If you've been following me for a while, then you saw the Leo video I did about not being able to get through your tough skin. And I feel like you're kind of at that point again. It's like you're not going to show anybody that you're hurting. I want to talk about, sorry, I'm almost being extremely OCD. My hair is kind of driving me crazy, which is cool because I wanted to show you my hair. I got it done yesterday, and she's amazing. She does amazing. My stylist does amazing things. She's a Capricorn. Fantastic. Okay, let's get back. That's the thing. I'm so distracted. I just did the Cancer reading to like get all that Cancerian energy out of me. Because I relate with, like, my Mercury is in Leo, so when Mercury is in retrograde, that fire in me really slows down. And I think that's why, because Mercury was in retrograde in Aries, which is a fellow fire sign, and I feel like that's why I was really forced to, I thought it was going to be fine. Like, really, I was like, yes, Mercury in retrograde in Aries. I'd rather have that than Mercury in Pisces go, direct any day. Just because I don't like watery communication. I'm very straightforward and blunt with my communication, obviously. I think you guys appreciate that. But with my Mercury in Leo, it was really hard for me to stand up for myself, communication-wise, because part of it was because I got sick. And, when you're sick, and you can't stand up for yourself regardless. It doesn't matter. But I kind of lost my fire in the communication aspect. And when I lose my because I'm also ruled by Mercury, being a Virgo. So when I lose my communication aspects, I feel like all is lost. So I can't imagine just I feel like you guys, something has disappointed you so much that you're not really sure what to do with it. It's like, it's hard for you to grasp why it's happening. But at the same time, you know that it's supposed to be happening. If that makes sense. That was the feeling I was getting after I did the Cancer video. And I did a couple of personal readings. And then I was meditating. And I'm like, I'm so ready to get Leo. Like, I wanted to get the Cancer energy out so I could do your reading. And that's why. So we're going to do the end of April and going into May. And we can talk about Uranus really quick going into Taurus. Uranus and Taurus is going to shake the foundations of everything. Material, everything that makes us feel comfortable at home. It is going to help us. I'm going to say help because a lot of people are like, oh my God, Uranus is changing signs. Yes, it's uncomfortable. It is a very slow progression. It is an outer planet. It's just like when, Jupiter moved into Scorpio, didn't happen like that. When Saturn went into Capricorn, didn't happen like that. This is going to be going on for 8 years. It's like a whole new era. Chiron is moving into Aries, so no longer are we crying over our wounds. Now we're going to do something about it. And Uranus going into Taurus, meaning let's get a little help and shake up in our foundations of home and material wealth. And I want you guys to know that you are actually much more stable than you feel. But if you have an Ace of Pentacles being handed to you by the universe, can you see it? Why are you kind of blinded right now to that? Page of Cups. Are you Is it that you are like asking for it and not just receiving? You know, are you wanting it so badly that you're kind of blinded by the want, the desire, the need? Because when we want and desire and we need things, 5 of Cups, sorry for the loudness of outside, and we don't get it, or we don't see it, we don't see the abundance we actually have in front of us, we get the 5 of Cups. So what are you upset about? Because you have what you need in front of you. And I think that that's the thing, is like the thing that you want, whatever it is that you really, 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 really want, it's not coming to you for a reason. 8 of Wands, communication, direction, knowing where you want to go. Don't push so hard. Don't push so hard. Because 10 of Wands, don't push so hard. Leo, you don't have to try so hard. You don't have to work so hard for this, because it's coming to you. And if it's a job that you really, 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 really want, or it's a raise, or it's a more stable life, yeah, sure, you need to work really hard, but don't overburden yourself on it, because really you already have it. It's already coming to you. Already coming to you. 3 of Cups. So we went from the 5 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. So I like that we actually, we are now recognizing that I almost feel like there's this shift in direction that happened. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to beg for this anymore, for what I want and what I want and I desire. I'm going to turn a different direction and instead celebrate what I have, because knowledge, the High Priestess, knowledge is everything. I really am stable already. 10 of Pentacles. So we have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. So your life is actually much better. And I feel like this is kind of a change of focus. Change your focus. Which is funny, because that's what the 5 of Cups is called in my Oracle deck. The Head and the Heart Oracle deck. It's called Change Your Focus. Don't look at the 3 cups down here that are spilled and cry over it. Look at the 2 that you still have in your hand up here. He's ready to spill them because he's like, oh my God, all is lost. And then maybe it's communication that comes in about some kind of work that you get to do, hard work, which I am not afraid for a Leo to have hard work. 3 of Cups, celebration time. Instead of crying, we celebrate. Don't overindulge while you're celebrating. Because the High Priestess is all about knowledge. The High Priestess is the female version of the Hermit. The High Priestess is whereas the Hermit is the person, the High Priestess is the intuition, the higher self. She keeps a lot of secrets too. So if you're kind of like keeping things back about like maybe, because we also have the Page of Swords. Like I feel like somebody might need to have a conversation about a house or where you want to live or what you want to do in life. Two of Wands. So really trying to make a decision on where you want to settle. Settle down. I don't mean like settle, like never settle in life. And I don't think a Leo would actually ever really settle for anything. You guys are way too exciting of a bunch. Like don't settle for less than what you deserve. But you're kind of trying to find out what you want. You could have an air sign in your life that's a bit childish, might have some nasty things to say. I don't know. Or not saying anything at all. That may be making you feel a little bit stuck. And like, where do I want to go with this? you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be stuck. And I feel like towards the end of April, you might be making that decision to unstick yourself. Become unstuck. That was a really weird way of saying it, I know. I do feel like you have people around you that you can confide in, but I almost feel like you're not doing anything about it. You're not talking to them for some reason. So if you need to open up to anybody, instead of like kind of wallowing and like, I'm not really sure what to do, because your abundance is here. Your abundance is already here. I feel like just coming into the end of April, you already have this abundance, but it's like, I want more, or I'm not quite seeing the abundance that I have. I have decisions I need to make about where my stability actually is. Am I moving? Am I staying here? Am I, like, what direction am I really going to go in? The burden of that, you can lay it on other people who love you, who care about you. You can go to them. And open up to whoever needs to be, you need to open up to, whether it's a water sign, an air sign. If they're not listening to you, be that high priestess. Make that decision. Really listen to yourself. Really listen, because I feel like you guys have super high intuition right now. Super high intuition. We have the Emperor and Temperance, and Death, and the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the World Holy, and the Sun. Okay, I'm going to let this lead into May, because this is really talking about Uranus coming into Taurus towards the middle of May. So, we have Aries, we have Sagittarius, and we have Scorpio. If you have any of those in your life that you're kind of grappling with right now, could also be that you need to be very patient and not let that wounded warrior come out quite yet, because as you go through this transformation into May and you begin to see brighter opportunities and new things coming your direction, and Uranus is shaking things up a little bit and slowly bringing in good fortune for you, you don't want to be in this very prideful, no, I got this, I don't need anybody else but me business. Don't do that. Because you do have a lot of good fortune here. And so closing yourself down, closing yourself off, be really patient and temperate your pride. Temperate, what am I trying to say? Be very patient with yourself. And don't get all up in your ego. You can do anything in the entire world, and nobody's going to stand in your way. Because I think that whatever this 5 of Cups is for you is weighing so heavily on you that you can't see your future coming at you. And it is. Okay? That 8 of Wands really is your future just flying at you. Okay, so I really want to save these cards and I want to show you that we also have the Tower, which is Uranus in Taurus. I'm going to shuffle up again. Shuffle up. But I really feel like this is a good turn into May. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Good things coming, bright things coming. You cannot force the wheel to turn by yourself. You do the work. When you're doing the work and you're letting the universe guide you through that work and doing what you need to do, that's when the wheel starts to turn. That's when you can start seeing the cycle change. That's when you'll also probably start to recognize when Uranus moves into Taurus. Again, we have Scorpio, we have Taurus, we have you, and we have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. All sorts of stuff happening. Pluto is also going retrograde in April. A couple of days from now, it'll be going retrograde. So a lot of energetic shifts happening. But if you keep a high vibration through all of this and know that all of these energies are working for the positive, for the good of everything, I'm going to do a full shuffle before I pull cards, because make sure that goes all the way through. Just really keep your vibration high through all of this, because I feel like Uranus is actually going to bring you a lot of gifts in the next 8 years. There could be shakeups, yes. All right, you guys saw me shuffle through all of that. We have the Page of Cups. So whatever it is that you're wanting and desiring is still kind of making you feel like you have to ask for it. Knight of Pentacles, because it's moving very slowly. The Knight of Pentacles to me is a good energy, and it's not just because I'm a Virgo. I know you guys are a Leo. I know you hate it when I tell you to be patient. I know you hate it when I tell you to be patient. And I understand that concept, believe me. What I want to tell you, though, is that the Knight of Pentacles, when this moves very slowly, it might feel stagnant to you. But it is a slow movement energy. And going into May, you want to have that slow movement because you want it to be stable. You want it to be grounded. You want it to be methodical. You want it to be thought out. Because when that wheel turns and this new cycle starts, if you get this tower shakeup, you want it to be a good tower shakeup, right? Because this is just evolution. Like, it's nothing to be afraid of. Whatever it is, a conversation, needing to move out, moving locations, losing your job or getting a new job, because even getting a new job can be very stressful and a shakeup in your life, right? Whatever that is. And then we have the Eight of Cups. So moving very slowly. There could be an earth sign that's moving very slowly. Or you could have some some emotions around this earth sign. Could be a Taurus. That you really need to deal with. Like, it's almost like this emotional baggage. And we have the Star, which is Aquarius. You need to heal from a relationship that it's almost like kind of the end of the line. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. I'm not actually seeing a lot of romance. But I feel like either there needs to be a conversation, an apology, an acceptance. Some kind of balance and healing within a relationship. And it's almost like this earth sign is so incredibly slow going. That may be why you don't even, and there's the relationship with the Lovers, which is Gemini. So if it's with an earth sign relationship, or an Aquarius, or a Gemini, whatever emotionally you've been holding on to, Uranus isn't going to let you hold on to that anymore. Saturn retrograde isn't going to let you hold on to that anymore. I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing for Leo. There's the water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Going from a page to a queen. Maybe there was an apology and there was a healing done in May. Maybe you're using your intuition. Like I said, your intuition is very heightened right now. You guys can manifest just about anything right now. Just about anything. 10 of Pentacles. So a very stable life moving forward. I like May for you guys a lot. We have Justice at the bottom of the deck. It's very interesting how I put these cards down. But I think it's because I started off with so many major arcanas that I really wanted to like. So, Justice coming from messages. And again, Justice is all about karma. So if there are apologies happening, possibly, you're dealing with a lot of really young energies. And I'm not saying they're young people, but definitely like unevolved energies. And so don't let them pull you down. You know, like don't let them make you feel like a page. Let them get their karma and don't let them pull you down while they're getting their karmic retribution for themselves. So lots of good luck and good fortune in May. Wheel of Fortune and the world. Bright, bright days. There might be a shakeup as Uranus moves into Taurus from Aries. But we have like that fire pulling into Taurus too. So there's like a little bit of that push of fire as we move Uranus into Taurus. Again, it's a very slow moving energy. It's not just going to happen on May 15th. It will happen gradually and build up. And then we get used to the idea after everything's all shaken up and we have to change our world around. Not always a bad thing, because I do feel like you're kind of leaving behind a person or an emotion or an attachment that you've had for a very long time to heal. Maybe happening very slowly. It could be with an earth sign or a water sign. I feel like it might be with a water sign or an earth sign. Who knows? Walking away from that and moving into a much brighter, brighter, brighter future. Healing all of it. Really, really, really getting into your feelings. And the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like towards mid-May, this is really where you're going to feel a lot more stable in your third dimension world with your material stuff, with your, you know, and it could be that you just haven't really felt stable at home for a while either. And it's like this balancing act has been going on for so long. Maybe you're going to get messages of being able to move to a new place. So I really wish you the best for April and for May, because it looks great. I know that there are going to be some things that are going to make you feel a little bit uneasy, but you guys never shy away from anything. Come on, you're Leos. You've got that fire, you have that confidence. So really keep that going, because May, yes, there might be a little bit like, why don't you could go ahead and just tip the tower down and get it over with, right? But also, let's just really kind of just, like the Eight of Cups to me is the journey of self-discovery. Really discover what those emotions and feelings are and either confront them or walk away. Those are the two options that we always have with emotions that we are not really sure about. Confront them or walk away. And I feel like you might do both, one or both. Awesome. I love you guys. You guys know how much I love Leos. Oh, I love you guys so much. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, check out the InstantGo app. That link's below. Also, fearlessintuition.net. All of the relationship readings are on special right now for the next 10 days. It is the 20th today. So for the next 10 days, the relationship readings, the soulmate, twin flame, divine partner relationship readings are on special. There will be a new special in May. So take advantage of that special for the next 10 days. And I will see you guys for the second half of May. I love you so much. Bye.